Hi everyone. Okay. Fair warning. I am sleep deprived today, so if I don't make any sense, I'll make the videos again. But I took 2 days off, and I I'm glad I did, but I did miss making videos. So here I am. All right. So I'm gonna start with the soaps, and then I'm gonna go to a couple court cases, and then I might just call it a day for today, and hopefully I get more sleep, and then I'll be good. Um, okay, so why not was good, and then it pissed me off slightly. All right, so the thing that's good is that Sharon the character is gonna be found out eventually. Now I say eventually because I have no idea when this is going to happen, but I think it might be within a couple months. Definitely, um, well, they're obviously doing it during November sweeps, so I'd say they're gonna wait until December, um, I think, to close it, but don't hold me to anything because I don't know how fast or slow it's gonna go. Okay. We all know Sharon did it. I said it before. I'm not saying it again. So now Phyllis is on this tear to prove that Sharon did it, and it's to protect her son Daniel, which I understand. However, maybe don't have a vendetta against her and to try to prove it because Daniel said exactly what I was thinking. I mean, Michael Gradzade, okay, said exactly what I was thinking. The way Phyllis does sometimes, she has good motives and all. It comes from a place of love, but she's ended up in a lot more trouble than she tried to stay out of. So maybe that's not the best course of action here. Um, just saying. Okay. Now on which okay, another thing I have to say because I was thinking about it when it was happening. Um, which I know. Okay. Now, as the words are coming out of my mouth, I know I might get some hate here, but I have to speak my piece, and then I'll be on to the next thing. Okay, but Sharon, oh, there are a lot of people who support Sharon and Nick as a couple, and I understand why, and I get it. But man, that relationship has codependent written all over it because every time Sharon gets in trouble, Nick has a savior complex, and he has to go and save Sharon from herself every time. And then they get back together and it never works out ever. And it's just like, can we get off the roller coaster? Ugh. All right, so that's that. Okay. Number two. Um, Now we're in couples zone or future couple zone, I should say. All right, so I'll start off with the juiciest one first. Then I'll talk about the other one, which I still think is going to be hot, but it's not as juicy in my mind. So, Claire, which, okay, I should have said this before I started, but 18 and over, please. Adults only, not for children. You've been forewarned, okay? Um, all right. So, have you ever heard the phrase "loving in the afternoon"? I thought we were gonna get some today because Kyle and Claire were gonna get it on, and I mean seriously, okay. I, 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 okay. I have to say, number one, I'm a big supporter of the couple. Obviously, I talk about it all the time because the name of the show is Young and Restless, and for the longest time, they have not focused on the young part of Young and Restless. So now that they are, I'm into it. Okay. Now, also, the reason why I like the relationship between Claire and Kyle is because they are the kind of relationship that you kind of want because they're the yin and yang of each other. Okay. She has qualities that he needs, and he has worldliness and stuff that she doesn't have yet, or her character doesn't have, because she was raised by Jordan, who only taught her to be like how to use people and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So it wasn't exactly the most idyllic childhood. Um, so they give each other what they need. And then, so I was into the show 5 minutes late. So I didn't see the beginning because my life is crazy today. And yeah. So I turn on the TV and what's going on here? Oh, oh, and it takes me like 30 seconds to realize what's about to happen. And I'm like, yes, okay, cool, all right. And then I see Summer coming in the door. Just, first of all, I have questions here. Did Summer knock? Did Summer? I mean, I know Summer yelled Kyle up the stairs, but I seriously thought I said to no one, um, is she gonna be brazen enough to walk upstairs when they're like that close to yeah. No, and then I'm like talking to myself, no, she wouldn't do that. So then I'm like, okay, she's not gonna do that. But then she's yelling Kyle up the Kyle, Kyle, and I'm going. My first instinct was, why are you here? I didn't know she had left her phone or whatever. I didn't know that. Okay, so I'm like, why are you here? And then um, you see Kyle. He got dressed because see I gotta say, okay, now this is why I said 18 and over, please, because I'm gonna give slight visuals. I'm not gonna get too graphic, but like, okay, there's a scene that I love that always happens before they're going to, yeah, do that. Okay, so imagine, if you will, a girl wearing whatever, and the guy is in a shirt and pants. And it's always the kind of shirt that you have to rip open. So I'm like, oh my god, they're gonna do it. Oh my god. Okay. And then you see Claire helping him and ripping the shirt. I'm like, all right. And then I'm like, and then I hear Summer, and I'm like, no. I'm like, oh my god. I said bad timing. Really bad timing. Uh. So then, of course, Claire gets whatever. Total mood killer, and she's well, she appears to be self-conscious or something, and says, "Well, maybe I should go. It's late." But and then Kyle, this is when you know a guy likes a woman because Kyle's like, please don't go. And she's like, well, I don't want to, but now that when summer was here, I knew it wasn't the right time. And I'm like, okay, but I'm like, geez, oh, uh, uh, man. Okay, so couple number two, future couple number two, and I'm telling you guys, I, I didn't call this one, but I was like, oh, are they trying to get them two to get together? Oh yeah, it looks like it. That's what I thought initially because I was like, they're really close and they're becoming really good friends. But you could see the kind of spark there too, you know what I mean? So I'm like, nah. But then you know how you talk yourself out of it? So it's like, no, they're not doing that. No, come on, they wouldn't do that. And I'm like, yeah, they're doing. So now, okay, they're past stage one. They're becoming friends. They're kind of friends already, but they're getting like a deep friendship. Okay, and you see the attraction is there, and I think for both of them, so you know what's gonna happen. So it's like the anticipation side, yeah. So I might be like, please let this happen, please, please, please. Yeah, you might hear that from me in a couple months, or I'd say about 2 or 3 months. If I don't see anything by the first of the year or something, I'll be like, okay, what's up with this? Because it's been 2 months and they've been friends and all this stuff. So what are they waiting on? Yeah, I'm at that point. So yeah. I hope that all made sense. If it didn't, I'll talk about it again tomorrow. But I think I made as much sense as possible. All right.